Hello lovelies, and welcome to today's very special tutorial on a very inspired makeup look. Now you're probably thinking I look like I fell into a basket of scarves with my teal, but there's a story here. So tonight we were watching the new Frozen with my boys, and I just felt so inspired to do something about the four elements, doing a look that incorporates wind, water, earth and fire. So hence the scarves. We've got the wind with the beautiful feathers, the blue water, the earth and the red fire. So as much as it looks like a hot mess right now, there was that inspiration, and I will be definitely reflecting those kind of colors and ideas in the makeup look. But in coming up with these scarves, and I'm experimenting all the time, I think I came up with a bit of a treasure of a new tickle style. So let me work on it a bit and I'll be back to show you this with some matching scarves and proper shapers and all that sort of stuff. But we're definitely onto something. And I even intentionally mismatched my earrings as well, getting a little bit more of that Frozen movie with the character Gale. If I had a teardrop in red, I would do it, but just a bit of a leaf kind of thing, and there are some greens in there too. So let's not wait any longer and jump into this crazy fun makeup look using all the elements. Okay, so I've got some base on, just something really quick, bit of contour and that sort of thing, and that's it. So just to get this look started, because I'm really keen to create something really fun and something extra to really represent the elements. I'm going to start with something just as crazy as my tickle look, using this beautiful crease brush. I'm going to use a little bit of setting spray, and I'm going to go into this beautiful palette here, going into the teal. You're now going to deepen the crease using a beautiful color called Crown Chakra. It's a chocolatey reddy brown. I'm just going to deepen that crease, so just really sticking to the depth, the really deep part of that crease. The beautiful thing about using the colors together is I get this gorgeous transition, so it gives me definitely a beautiful shadow and definition, but I also take away some of the shine because that teal jewel color is very shiny, very shimmery, whereas Crown Chakra is very much a matte. So it works out to be a beautiful crease color, even though it is very shiny. So next I'm going to take a beautiful flat brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of a mineral powder. I'm just going to work it all around my lid with some setting spray. So what we did by using the misting spray or some setting spray, or you can use some primer, whatever you prefer, what we're basically doing is wetting the product. So if you have a wet product to use in the first place, like some concealer or some eye primer, by all means use your product of choice here. I do love mimicking a cut crease with this method. Look how much brighter the lids are, so it's going to receive color in a totally different way too. I'm going to switch to a nice fine brush now, nice flat one. I'm going to continue with my misting spray technique because we're going to really want bold, beautiful colors here. The important thing to remember with the misting spray, so this guy, is that you don't want too much of the product. So you definitely want a damp brush, but not soaking wet. So it just needs to feel wet, but not necessarily look too wet. So if you touch it, you'll feel that it's wet, but it shouldn't be dripping or completely soaked or anything like that. So the first element that we've already kind of started with is the blue, so the water. So I want to step away from that for a minute because we've cut the crease, so we want to contrast, take this opportunity. So I am very interested in representing fire first because it's the most contrasting color we're going to be using, so a vibrant, bright orangey red. I don't currently have that in my collection of non-toxic makeup, so I've got a little bit of the BH Cosmetics here with a beautiful crimsony, orangey, very much fiery red, and we're just going to go at the very top part of the crease with this. Drawing on a beautiful line like that and stopping just short of the lashes, so there's definitely space for more creativity there. Okay, so that's the first step for the lid. Very, very contrast to the beautiful blues up top. And it's a matte color as well, I forgot to mention. So another contrast to the shimmer that we have on the crease. Because of the vibrant colors we're using, we're going to have to keep switching brushes all the time because they're just going to seep through if I don't, and we definitely can't wash in between. So I'm going to get another flat brush. This one's a bit larger. And we're going to go in for a beautiful earthy brown. This one I do want to match the red with a little bit, so I'm going to go back into the Color Crown Chakra. This one I don't need to wet because it's Ether Beauty. It's going to work all on its own. And I'm just going to place it like almost like a thick eyeliner across the rest of the lid. It's looking really rich and vibrant already. Before I move back to the left eye, I'm going to take a tiny bit of that crown chakra on a blending brush, and I'm just going to very slightly blend the two colors. That way there's no harsh line between them and they really effortlessly go from brown to red to blue. Next I'm going to take a little skinny brush and I'm going to go in with a really beautiful vibrant green, something that really screams Mother Nature, so something really, really vibrant. I'm going to focus on the inner corners with it. Just to brighten up that corner, I'm going to use the colour Mystic from the Ether Beauty palette. Beautiful pinky, creamy, purpley Mystic. I'm just going to go right in the inner corner over that green. This will all make sense in a moment, I'm promising you. So my next part of this look is going to be tying back that blue that we have over top using this gorgeous Pupa turquoise pencil. And we're going to bring that into the wet line. So we've got our fire, we've got our wind, we've got our water. We're going to represent a little bit more of the nature, pulling that green in a little bit with a gorgeous liquid liner, which is also green. So as always, we're starting with light feathery strokes right on top of the lash line, so we're not taking anything away from that beautiful brown. It's still very much there, and it's definitely not taking away from the ombre into the red. That's still also very visible. But what we're going to do on the outer corner is there's a little line that sits between the brown and the red. I'm going to really highlight it, like so. Alright, so I'm going to go away and fill it in and do the other eye and come back to you. I promise you that this look was going to pull together in the end. So it's got this gorgeous green, red and blue thing happening. It's definitely winning lots and lots of points with me for the beautiful ombre between the red and the brown. The main thing that really spoke to me in that movie is that at the end of the day, love wins the day. Love is the one constant that we can always depend on. So I'm going to mix a little bit of a gold and silver ombre right in the crease, right at the edge of the red, to really represent love. So we're going to take up all the excess product off the brush. We want as little as possible on our tip here. And this is not a flexible applicator. This is just a little foam tip. And we're just going to go very soft and steady right at the top of the red. Now the one thing I did do that I don't really talk about because it's just automatic for me is that when I put down my eyeshadows, I'm kind of sketching out a framework for what's later, because if I don't fill it in, I'm going to need those colors to be as symmetrical as possible. So because I've already done the work placing down the eyeshadows quite nicely and quite evenly, I can just use them as my kind of pencil line to fill it in now with this ombre. So light feathery strokes right above the red. Once that beautiful silver is down, I'm going to finish the inner piece with the red and green meat with a beautiful gold line. Now to really do justice to the lower lash line, so I've got that beautiful turquoise waterline. So let's finish it off with a gorgeous jewel ombre. So we're going to put a little bit on this same brush and run it all the way down the lashes. So I really like to keep this line really straight so it elongates the eye further. So that means that there's much more product filling in that V here at the end of the tail and keeping it quite thin and quite tight to the lashes in the inner corner. And remember, that color is so nice and shiny. It really gives that metallic finish. Okay, I wasn't terribly happy with that gold liner that I've got up there in the crease because it's just not intense enough of a color, and the silver is so pretty. So I'm just taking a little bit of the purple called Third Eye from the Ether Beauty palette and a very, very fine tip brush. And I'm just very gently tapping it onto where the gold is. Okay, the reason I chose the purple is because there's a beautiful scene where it's a little bit of a sad scene and it's kind of all come to a close with some beautiful purple petals or flowers, blossoms dropping down on a pile of snow, which I thought was just such a very, very important moment in the movie. So I thought, yep, we definitely got to pull some purple in there somewhere. So this is a really pretty, cool purple, and it definitely leans towards the blues and greens. So it was a very safe purple to use in this look. Okay, I think this look definitely needs a red lip. As much as I don't love red lips, I seem to be doing them a lot. I've got very shiny lips and a very sheer red because I did have the oils on my lips, as you may have noticed. I'm just going to finish it off with a beautiful pink mist ombre in the middle. There it is. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful Elements and Frozen 2 inspired look. If you did like this video, please do hit the like. If you haven't subscribed already, there'll be a red subscribe button down below this video. Please do hit it if you haven't done so already. For more looks, please jump over to Instagram. There's constantly things going up there, lots of fun with other things outside of makeup and tickles, so check it out. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. It's so much fun. You can tell this is just creative heaven, and I'm really loving it. So I hope you're enjoying it too, wherever you are around the world. I hope you're safe. I hope you're staying happy and creative, and I'll see you on the next one.